Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Camp Hustle 1. We are back with another Inkscape tutorial. Today I am going to be doing a custom spine for Tactics Ogre Reborn for the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start in the 1920 by 1080 pixel. And I've never played this game, so I don't know like anything about it in terms of what we can do for design, but you know, you guys are going to come along the journey with me. So let's go ahead, let's set up our document like as before. We're going to go down to custom size for the orientation here. Let's go down to pixels. Actually, not pixels, I'm sorry, millimeters. And for the width, we're going to do 10 millimeters. Height 160. That will be the size of the spine. And now we can go scroll this over. All right. Let's do this about 135. All right. All right, so this will be the workspace we're working in. And first thing I want to do is get the Nintendo Switch logo. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll use the same asset as we did before. And I was actually thinking about possibly doing a template just to make this easier for the rest of them. But I noticed that this one is not going to have the Nintendo logo at the bottom. I believe Tactics Ogre is done by Square Enix. So we will be working with that logo today. So a little bit of a variation here. So same thing as before, we're going to go ahead and shrink this down and go over to path. We're going to trace this. I'm just going to show you guys how quickly we can put together this design here. Because I got a lot more stuff to do today other than this. Let's go see if I can get this right about there. And then we're going to go ahead and center it. That's fine. Now, the next thing we need to look for is the Square Enix logo. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. Let's see. So this is what we're looking at. This one looks good here. We'll go ahead and save this. This is a PNG file, same as before. Let's go back to our document. And let's get that in here. Import. All right. Let's click this one time so we can rotate it. And I'm just holding down the control button as I'm scaling this. All right. Now I noticed that this is a little, the square that's around this is a little wide. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is do this. Let's, this is pretty sharp, but I think it could be sharper because you see, as you zoom in, it's a little jagged, but upon, you know, zooming out, it's not bad, but I think we can do this better. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and make this into a vector so we can scale this however we like. Go over to path, trace, update. So as you notice, the rectangles in the red rectangles have now turned black. So we're going to change that. And I believe that color, we're going to take that exact color. We'll make this up to 100%. There we go. And we can just copy and paste this. That's that. Get rid of our PNG file now. All right, so let's go ahead and group all this. And as you see now, the box is a lot smaller along Square Enix. This will be better for centering. Let's go ahead and group all that together. That's one thing. Click it once. All right. Now, just so that I know that this is going to be the same size as the Nintendo Switch logo, kind of want it to be along the same line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and import the spine that I did. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Actually, no. This is what I'll do. Open recent. I think I have the spine right here. All right, so this is the spine I did. We're just going to copy all this. Go back to our other. All right. So I'm just going to put this alongside of it. There we go. So I think I want to put this about here. Let's see. Probably about right there. Because I don't want it to exceed the size of the Nintendo logo. I kind of all want them to be uniform across the board. So yeah, that looks good to me. And then we'll go and center this with the page. And it was pretty centered for the most part. All right, that's all we need. Oh, let's see if I can shrink this down to about the same size as this. Okay, so that's about the same height there. Then we'll just center this with the page. There we go. All right, that's all we need for this. Let's go ahead and delete this. So now we have the Square Enix logo, Nintendo Switch logo. So let's go ahead and get our Tactics Ogre Reborn logo. Let's do that. Now I believe this, oops, if I can spell reborn, not reboard. Let me see if I do. Yeah, there's the logo right there. Okay. I believe they use Old English for this, like a version of it. Let me see. Let's do PNG. That might work. Try this first one. Is this going to be a web file? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's try this one. That's a JPEG. As clear as that is, that's a JPEG. You know, I wonder. Let's try this. Let's just do that and head back to our... Oh, we don't need the Metroid one open. Okay. So let's go ahead and import this logo and let's see what we can do with it. All right. So with this logo, I noticed that we need to have Tactics Ogre and then Reborn probably right in this area. I want it all in one line since we're going to have this on a spine. If you have this all is like how it is in one cluster, you run the issue of it being too small. So what I'm going to have to do is detach this R from the rest of this word tactics, detach this O here from the S, and yeah, I think we can make it work. Let's see. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a copy of this, and I'm going to paste it. You guys might see where I'm going with this, but first thing I'm going to do, going to go in here. And I think, yeah, the best way to do this would be to start right here. Right where I'm going to cut it. So right there. to right there. All right. So we have, let's go ahead and cut this part out. Or let's wait, let's hold off on cutting it out. We're going to copy and paste. Oops. Okay. We'll bring this side over here. Make this, we'll do it like red. Okay. And we'll bring this down to, well, actually, hold on. We'll take out the black outline. So we'll just hold Shift, click on this X here. All right, we'll bring it right back over. There we go. And then we're going to bring it down to about 40% so we can see. Okay. So we got a few shapes to make inside here. We'll do these piece by piece. This will be our first shape. All right, so we have all of the shapes here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this back to 100%. All right. So let's go ahead, select the red. We're going to select the orange. We're going to go up to Object, Path, hit Difference. Same thing, select the red, select the green. And Path, Difference. And it looks like we can do Control minus. Let's try that shorthand. Control minus. There we go. Control minus. That's easy. Oops, maybe I didn't. I gotta select both. There we go. Right. Oh, for some reason, it looks like the thing that we did for, oh, here it is. Okay. Did I make that the same color? That's crazy. Control minus. There it is. Control minus. There we go. All right, so now we have our cutout. We can now do this. Select this. Go to clip. And now we have, delete that. We have the Reborn logo. And this looks like actually really good. It looks by itself, it looks well cut out. So we'll turn this vertical. Actually, before we turn it vertical, let's keep it this way, and then we'll go and get Tactics now. Tactics Ogre. And we're also going to have to get this trademark thing too, because this looks... So in order to do that, let's just go ahead and copy and paste since it's not on another layer. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to do the same thing. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so same thing as before. We're just going to now take the tactics part. So we're going to start from the same point here, here, here. All right. Oh, that felt like such a long journey to do all that. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll just use this. And let's make this 40%. So we can see what we need to cut out. All right. All right, that looks like everything. So let's go ahead and bring this back up to 100. All right, let's start taking everything away. I wonder if I can select multiple things. Let's see. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so you got to do these one at a time. Good thing that Control Z is my friend. We'll go back. Keep this red part selected, and we're going to select the rest of the image. Object, clip, set. So now we have Tactics Ogre. All right, and then the last thing we're going to grab is this here, this trademark. So let's grab that. All right, so we're going to go Control, clip, set. All right, so we got that. This is gonna go right about there. I'm cool with that. This is gonna go right about here. Let's shrink this down just a tad. That looks good. So we'll select all of these. And let's see if they're all... let's group it all together. Okay. Now this is one. We can select this, turn it sideways, click it again, and we can scale it down. All right, I like this right about here. Let's go ahead and make sure this is centered. All right, that looks good. Now, what we need is some assets for the background. I like that. Let's see. It's a tad bit bigger. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna need to have a background that's gonna be able to make this part pop. And I think we can do that. Let's see. As far as, because I don't know if we can do black. We can't do black. Let's see if I can. Let's do that. All right, so let's go and search for a background here. Let's go to wallpaper. I'm actually doing this out of order. I typically will grab, I'll grab a, what's it called? The character images first, but I want to do this. Let's see. Now, I think this might be good. Let me double check. Yeah, I think I can make this work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this. We're going to head back into our document. All right, so what I'm going to do, because I like these, oops, I like these colors here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just draw a square. I'm going to make sure it is millimeters. 10 millimeters by 160. Okay. And I want to make sure that this is red so I can see what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to shrink this down. Oh, I have a good idea, actually. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. Do it about there. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so we're just going to take this part here. Object, clip, set. All right, so we got this. We're going to center this with the page, and we're going to bring that all the way to the bottom. And that looks good. We got the... Okay, so one more thing I wanted to do. Let's go here, import. I actually like the gold sheen here of the ogre. I think what I can do here. Let's see. See if I can bring this up. Let's make this black so we can see it. Yeah, I think right about there. We're going to put that, select this, and the Switch logo. And then we're going to do a... Now, the Switch logo has a little bit of a shine to it. And this should show up pretty well. Yeah, that looks good. All right. So now we got that. Let's make sure this is centered. There we go. So that looks good. Let's see. Let's see. Let's I'm going to ungroup this because I think what I want tactics, I want that to be a little bit... Let's see, maybe... There we go. That's Reborn. That looks good. We'll keep that how that is. All right. I'm happy with that. So let's stretch it just a tad bit. There you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I am going to fix this. So this part right here is going to have a little bit of black. So let's... All right. So that's the logo looks good. I'm happy with it. Now, I think we should probably add... I want to say the protagonist of the game. Who, let's see who the, I believe, Ogre Reborn, I think his name is... I think his name is Denim. Yeah, I believe that's his name. Denam. Okay, so Denam, this is going to be the guy. See if I can get a good... Open this in a new tab. Let's see what this looks like. So this is going to be the hero. Let's see if we can find a PNG file. Yeah, I think we can use this. Let's go back to our document. Go to import. Okay, so what's good about this image is that it has a thick outline, so we should be able to trace this no problem. One thing I do want to try, let's see, because it's only going to have mainly just like his face. Yeah, his face is pretty much what I want to get. Let's let's go ahead and start tracing now. And I think instead of them facing to the left, he's going to be facing to the right, that way, in the game. Or, I don't know, I might play with it. I might have them doing different directions. We'll see. All right, so we got that. Let's go ahead, clip this out. And I believe this is going to be... Let's have him facing the other way. So we're going to flip this. And... I'd like to have... Oops. I'd like to have his head fit right about... Oops. Fit about right there. Now, instead of it being like a floating torso, what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of a like a bar here that's going to kind of make this a little blurry. And let's do that real quick. Make sure this is the same color. Okay. And we'll make this about 10 millimeters. So all of this is going to get cut off. That's overlapping. Actually, what I'll do, I'll extend this out. And let's see if we can make this a little bit darker. There we go. That looks good. Oops. What did I do? All right. That looks good. All right, so now let's get the girl. Here we go. Yeah, I think this one might be the one. Let's just save image. We will add this one. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. Yeah, I do like her facing this way, so we'll just keep that. All right. Let's clip this out. Ooh, and I forgot. Totally forgot. We're going to make this red. Get rid of the stroke. Drop it down to 40. Now we're going to make another shape here. Right. Difference. Clip set. There we go. All right. So now we have her. Get rid of this. Can't remember her name. I want to say it's Celica, but I don't. Don't quote me on that. Okay. Don't want our head to be bigger than the main guy. There we go. I think I want to keep that right there. Go as high as we can. I think that's good. Let's just check and see what it looks like if we go horizontal. I don't know. I kind of like that. Kind of think that looks good. Yeah, I would say that looks good. Like that. And then we can have the best friend. Let's see if we can find him. Here we go. Just as I say that, I find the right one. For some reason, man, these JPEGs are looking better than these PNG files. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, this is it. All right. So we will flip him. Let's check what he looks like. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, that I like. Oops, hold on. So I like this. So yeah, let's do that. And let me put him down to like 40% so we can see where the spine is. Okay. So we'll have to go all the way down to where his boots are. Or maybe let's see if I can. Yeah. Yeah, they're about equal distance apart, I would say. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so about to the boots. So right about here, that's where we'll have to cut it off. Okay. So let's cut him out. He has a cool character design here. Straight down. Let's just see. Hopefully this is the case. Let's clip it, set it. So I'm kind of doing this a little fast, but hopefully it'll be worth it. We don't have to worry about wasting our time. Let's drop him down to about 40%. What we want to do is make sure that the white areas of the image are not going to be on the spine. So. Perfect. Okay, looks like we're good. Let me see if I can bring him down just a tad. There we go. That looks good. All right, so let's bring him back to 100. Okay, so you guys can see what we're looking like. So that looks good. Yeah, I think what we're going to do now, we're just going to go ahead and group all this together. I'm going to drag and just group all of it. Now I'm going to make a square. Oops. All right. And this is going to be 10 by 160 millimeters. All right. Let's go ahead and line this up with the page. Select everything and then clip. Set. And there you go. This is going to be our spine for Tactics Ogre Reborn. I think it looks good. Came together pretty nicely. All right, so let's save this. Okay. And then we can, let's see, let's go to save as. Actually, no. We're going to open up a new file. And we're going to set this to letter, 8.5 by 11. Go back to our old program here. We're going to copy this, bring it over here, paste. We're going to center it on the page. And we're going to save this as a PDF file. All right. So that is that. Go ahead and make sure this is at a, so you guys can see it. I think it came together rather nicely. With the Switch logo there, the logo looks nice. And then you got the characters. And then you got the Square Enix logo. So it looks good. So yeah, I'll go ahead and save this. And that's it. That concludes today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.